Bonjour YouTube. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour regarder le live d'annonce de la 1.3 de Honkai Star Rail. On est en live sur Twitch, n'hésitez pas à venir nous rejoindre, le lien est en description. Et sur ce, c'est parti. Ah oui, par contre du coup, ouais, j'ai vu, il n'y a pas des sous-titres. Donc,
It's fortunate I could make it. My divination results
ouais.
predicted you making a fool of yourself. The show
Making
is
a
about
fool
to
of
start.
yourself.
Make sure you remember these words. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Xianzhou's reputation now, would you?
No, Master Diviner.
After me.
Ouais.
Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant Leap.
Epical Spectrum.
Ouais.
Apical Spectrum.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
The Swarm Disaster.
The Swarm Disaster.
Audience.
Audience.
Not bad. Make sure you recite them a few more times.
Master Diviner,
What is it now?
how do you say this one?
High Cloud Quintet.
Oh, ouais.
We honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate.
Oh,
I must attend to
Xuan.
some Cloud Night matters. Farewell for now.
Oh, waouh, la musique.
All things in this world have their laws.
La musique de fou.
You know that I'm a descendant of the lawful Vidyadhara. You witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
Oh.
As you can see, we added a few things to the simulated universe.
Encore un monde?
Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement.
Non, des nouvelles bizarreries.
Simulated universe. The Swarm Disaster.
Ah. Lucas. Voilà. Oh, Lynx. J'ai pas trop capté ce qu'il y avait avec le Simulated Universe, mais il y a un truc avec... Oh, genre des nouvelles bizarreries ou non? C'était un nouveau mode apparemment. J'ai pas trop bien capté, mais voilà quoi. Oh non, putain, j'avais oublié qu'il y avait la chouette à 2 balles.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and you know the rest. Welcome to the version 1.3 Celestial Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program. As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all the latest intel on the
Oui, bah,
upcoming
Hubert,
version.
tais-toi un peu.
Our 3 special guests are...
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Wiedenheft and I voice Fu Xuan.
What's up, guys? I'm Anjali Kunapaneni, and I
Wow.
voice Shang.
Hey
Kuna
Trailblazers,
Panini,
I'm Nicholas
okay.
Leung, and I voice Dan Hung.
Welcome, and welcome again. I gotta say, that trailer was loaded with details on the new version.
Ouais.
Anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates, but that last segment caught my eye too. The Swarm Disaster? Was that it? It
Ouais.
looked pretty intense.
I know. Did Rhea
Ouais.
upgrade the simulated universe again? You know, my
Ouais, c'est une
trailblazers
amélioration
something
du
The
Simulated Universe.
simulated universe will be getting some significant updates in version 1.3.
Ok.
That's for later in the program.
Ok. Ils vont parler plus tard de...
The new characters
de-
joining the war. First on the list,
de...
and
Oh
finally
merde, j'ai
revealing
plus les noms là.
power. We
Dans le
have
live.
Don Hung, Imbibitor Lunae.
Imbibitor? Oh non, Imbibitor, c'est plus joli, je trouve. est tellement stylé, Dan Dragon quand même. Tchou.
Whoa, okay. So March wasn't bluffing. Dan Heng does have secret strength. But why would
Ouais,
he
mais
suddenly reveal
le
it
truc,
after
c'est que
hiding
là,
it for so
destruction,
long?
quoi. Il y a déjà eu Blade de la destruction. J'en ai marre d'avoir à farm la destruction, moi. Bah, ok, bah justement, Imbibitor Lunae.
Okay, it makes
Mais
sense. But why the secrecy up till then?
on verra bien.
Well, to answer that question, we gotta talk about Dan Heng's previous incarnation, Dan Feng, a member of the High Cloud.
Dan Feng.
That's right. I'm sure Trailblazers will have noticed that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Heng as Imbibitor Lunae. But
Oui.
Imbibitor Lunae is actually a title handed down as part of the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder Succession. The person they're referring to here
ok.
isn't Dan Heng, but Dan Feng. Dan Feng was once the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder.
Mais c'est vrai que quand même, il a pas été très intelligent. Hein. Changer Dan Feng en Dan Heng, c'est un peu facile à retrouver,
But
quoi.
if Dan Heng's still alive, then Dan Feng's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
I think someone pulled a few strings. There's only one guy in the Law Fu who'd risk the Xianzhou's reputation like that. Xuan.
Is that what a little bird told you, Albert?
Mhm.
I never knew owls were so gossipy.
Oh, no. Jingyuan's not to blame this time. The head of the Xianzhou Vidyadhara, the High Elder, possesses the power to transform into a dragon. The method of entrusting this power to the next head is a closely guarded secret, and the responsibility of each High Elder. We
Ouais.
don't know the full story, but Dan Feng misused this method and sparked a terrible calamity. As a result,
Ok,
the
donc Dan
Vidyadhara
Feng
grew to hate Dan Feng.
a fait de la
But
merde.
executing him would have brought an end to the High Elder succession. They
Et
decided to use an
ça
exuviation
fait une
charm,
calamité.
forcing him to reincarnate.
Et ils ont forcé Dan Feng à se réincarner en Dan Heng.
The world of the
Ok.
video is complicated.
But
Ah
why
ouais,
would
t'as raison,
Dan
Foucheng,
Feng
c'est
cause
compliqué,
so
le
much
truc, hein.
trouble? I suspect there are a few more secrets waiting for us down the line.
Ah, the allure of the unknown.
Oui, évidemment, il y aura toujours des secrets.
A banquet of delicious secrets awaits you. Now,
Oh,
let's take a look at how secret strength Dan Heng handles himself on the battlefield.
ok, donc là, ça
As
va
an
être
imaginary type character
Ouais,
following
c'est
the
ça.
path of destruction, Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunae's specialty is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities. Tapping the skill
Okay.
button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic attack, Beneficent
Ouais.
Lotus, up to 3 times in succession. Depending
Ouais.
on the number of enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendent, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap, respectively. Hits
Putain,
per
mais oui, mais
action
le
and
truc, c'est qu'il est
damage
trop
dealt
stylé, je vais le
increase
vouloir.
with each enhancement. Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
In Imbibitor Lunae's talent, Righteous Heart amplifies the damage he deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is going to be pretty important for Imbibitor Lunae's allies.
Hold that thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, while also receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta. Squama Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill point consumption.
Man, Secret Strike Dan Heng is kind of a one-man band.
Je capte pas trop comment il se joue.
Technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadragon, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lunae to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he comes into contact with. Entering battle in this way allows Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
Hello.
Ouais, les Sacrosancta, là, je capte pas. Genre, je crois que ça permet... Donc, tu peux utiliser pour ne pas utiliser un point de compétence pour améliorer son attaque.
Lady Fu Xuan.
Ouais, Xuan. Le truc de Danning, faudrait que je comprenne un peu mieux parce que je capte pas vraiment comment il joue. Hein. Par contre, il y a une partie de moi qui veut que Lynx soit dans la bannière de Imbibitor Lunae. Pour tenter de la voir.
Her first encounter with the Trailblazers was pretty impressive.
From high above, amid a hail of bullets, came the words.
Your every move has been foreseen.
By the Omnisia.
Okay, you gotta admit, her bullet deflection game is on point.
Ouais, elle est trop stylée.
How'd she fare against a star knot, though?
Oh, yeah, I can't see her swatting one of those out of the sky.
Ouais.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the earth and water trigrams. What do we have to fear? Let us counter this menace directly with the might of the Xianzhou.
Ouais.
Translation. Hexagram says let's do this.
I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as a translator.
Yes.
Ouais.
The
On veut bien un
omniscia on
translator
Fu Xuan's
aussi. Hein.
forehead is a mysterious instrument that allows her to calculate her every move in advance. However, the immortal bodies of the Xianzhou natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the omniscia may grant her incredible computational abilities, it also causes her pain and exhaustion.
Mais je cache Dying Dragon en fait, j'avais pas capté. Bah, il y a Dying Dragon derrière moi,
Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea.
en chibi.
I heard she drinks like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
no.
Hey, that
10
sounds like
tasses
gossip to me.
de
What if
thé.
Immortal Light is just heckin' delicious?
Bah, elle boit 10 tasses de quelque chose le matin, quoi.
Though I'm sure the sugar helps. Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting gig.
Alright, Anjali's right. No more bubble tea gossip. By way of apology, how about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's Delight after the show?
Ah, ok. Immortal Deadlight. Bon, ça doit être un genre de cocktail, j'imagine.
It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner showcases her abilities on the battlefield. Fu Xuan is a quantum-type character, following the path of preservation. But
Ouais.
where other path of preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fu Xuan takes a different road.
Precisely. After using her skill, Fu Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Fu Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies.
Ok.
When the Matrix of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Fu Xuan's talent offers
Ok,
a
donc quand
variety
les
of
autres
effects.
se prennent des
Firstly,
dégâts...
Fu Xuan can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state,
Ok, je
reducing
vois.
the damage taken by the entire team. Secondly, when Fu Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage, she recovers a set percentage of HP.
POV, you're Fu
Okay.
Xuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
That's not all.
Ok,
Fu Xuan's
d'accord.
ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Fu Xuan's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration. During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby
pas
preventing
mal.
battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way. Her technique also activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
That's our Master Diviner.
Ah.
Reliable and determined. No wonder she's got her sights set on the generalship.
Ce qui est bien, c'est que je comprends mieux comment Fu Xuan se joue que Imbibitor Lunae.
For her team is equally respectable. And you won't find her gardening or playing chess on the job either.
Ok.
I didn't say it.
We're moving swiftly on to our final character.
Lynx.
Time we introduced a young girl from Bellaba, Lynx
Ouais.
Landau.
Coucou Wolfie. Lynx, j'espère qu'elle est sur la bannière de Imbibitor Lunae. Je sais pas si c'est elle ou il.
Surname ring a bell? You got it. She's the younger sister of Serval and Japard Lang.
Elle, ok.
You know, is it just me, or should everyone in the overworld be taking tips from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the eternal freeze. Like, are the majority of Belabogians frost-resistant or something?
I think those geomarrow heaters keep the temperature relatively comfortable within the confines of the city.
Oh, so Lynx's winter gear is for venturing outside the city, right?
You got it. Lynx has always been drawn to the
En
horizon.
vrai, je sais que je me répète, mais ça me ferait énormément de bien d'avoir Lynx parce que j'ai besoin d'un autre personnage qui me permet de heal. Enfin, un minimum de survie, quoi.
The Belabogians call the snow plains. Compared with her sister's enthusiasm and her brother's seriousness, Lynx is somewhat introverted and comfortable with solitude. She often ventures out alone into the perilous snow plains, which has allowed her to hone her wilderness survival skills.
Ouais, elle essaie de survivre dans la nature, quoi.
Survival expert.
Now, she may be small,
Ouais.
but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this snow
Ouais.
plains explorer
Montre-nous
really
comment elle attaque, elle.
Yeah, Lynx is a quantum-type character following the path of abundance, who provides a variety of healing for her team. Her
Ouais,
skill
le
can
heal,
restore
j'aime bien.
HP to a single ally and grant them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their max HP. If an ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction or preservation, the likelihood of them being targeted by enemy attacks increases.
Oh!
Increased enemy aggression? Guess they're not fans of whatever's in that tin.
Donc, quand Lynx utilise sa compétence sur un perso, la destruction ou de la préservation, l'aggro sur le perso augmente.
Try some?
Pas con.
No. Can you forget about the contents of the tin? This is a useful ability.
I'll say this. Directing enemy
man.
aggression towards characters who can take a hit is kinda genius.
Does she have any edible tricks up her sleeve?
This one looks safe for consumption. Lynx's ultimate restores health too and dispels one debuff from each ally.
Oh!
Huge!
Pas mal du tout.
Talk about a
Son ulti, ça
hard
heal et ça enlève un debuff.
Anyone?
Ah putain, ça c'est bien par contre.
See, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Sometimes big things come in small packages. I
J'adore.
forgot to mention Lynx's talent. It can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a
Oui.
set number of turns. This effect
Ouais.
will further restore a set amount of HP to characters with survival response. Similarly, her technique can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set number of turns, but to the entire team. Talk about being a
Oh.
reliable healer.
That's our little snow
Ok,
plains
il me
explorer.
faudra Lynx.
We can all breathe a little
Préparez-vous à
easier
voir si
when we're on the team.
il y a une.
Well, that concludes our new
Préparez-vous à voir une vidéo d'invocation spéciale Lynx. Hein.
Let's take a look at the brand new 5-star light cones coming
Les
in the
light
hot
cones.
and
Oui, du coup, on va avoir les bannières.
To get us started, how about a path of destruction light cone, brighter than the sun?
Yeah.
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is, we should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
Alors,
Hey,
je
come
me
on.
permets de trouver le cône de lumière très fruity. Hein. Très fruity.
But, fair point. Now, on to a path of preservation light cone.
Poor girl. Everything changed in an instant.
C'est beau.
Thrown suddenly into an endless reliance on bubble tea.
Oh, speaking of
très beau,
bubble
je
tea,
trouve.
Albert, any chance we can fast track that offer? Yeah.
No.
Allez, Lynx sur la bannière d'Imbibitor Lunae.
Version 1.3
Non.
Epical Spectrum. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Don Hung Imbibitor Lunae. And
Oh.
the corresponding light cone event
Donc,
warp
Kyokon,
is
Gasta,
dropping
March.
the 5-star light
C'est
cone
pas des
rather
mauvais
than the
persos dans
sun
les
will
faits.
be boosted. During the
Mais
second phase of
voilà,
version
quoi.
1.3 in the character warp, foreseen, foreknown, foretold. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star
Il va
character
falloir que je vois mes plans
Not to
d'invocation,
mention the 4-star
que je les
character
modifie,
Lynx
quoi.
will also be joining the warp. Yes. During the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone she already shut her eyes will be boosted. And that's all she wrote on light cones and warps. But don't leave just that now.
J'ai pas envie de dire que je suis déçu, mais je vais clairement changer mes plans. Enfin, je vais probablement les changer. Oh là!
Welcome back, dear viewers. Let's pick up where we left off. In the preceding story, and thanks to the collaborative efforts of Xuan and Don Hung, Fantilia was banished and the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved. And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Rightly so. Helping people get back to their old lives is a big part of rebuilding.
Ok, donc en gros là ça va être globalement, on aide tout le monde à... On aide tout le monde à se reconstruire quoi.
Obsequies performed, a long road ahead will reveal a glimpse of the Xianzhou's recovery efforts. We'll also be seeing the likes of 4 new companion missions. The Dragon Returns Home, Total Recall. Farther than the snow plains and Mohashle.
In The Dragon Returns Home, we find Dan Heng in the turbulent wake of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. He must face up to his past life and meet with the current Vidyadhara High Elder, Lady Bai Lu.
Meanwhile, in Total Recall, March 7th makes a big decision. Having witnessed the wonders of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, she decides to ask Fu Xuan for the Matrix's help in rediscovering her past.
Farther than the snow plains focuses on the youngest member of the Landau family. Lynx returns from an expedition with something troubling her, and her siblings, Serval and Japard, are at a loss to help. They decide to seek the assistance of none other than the Trailblazer.
And last but not least, Mohashle. Wildfire member and Fight Club reigning champion Luca has returned to town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a special bout of training.
Ooh, nice cinematic read there, Albert. I'm getting goosebumps.
Oh, those names are so intriguing. I feel like these missions will answer a lot of questions. Like, why is Bai Lu the current Vidyadhara High Elder?
Mais du coup, ça fera...
As many people suspect.
Attends, 240 jets stellaires. Waouh, j'aime bien. Surtout qu'en vrai, en 1.4, je pense pas invoquer.
Speaking of bubble tea, fine, I'll wait.
In our next segment, we'll be talking version 1.
Une sous-chaîne gratos.
Exalting Sanctum's Aramali was once a hub of commerce and crowds, but has gradually fallen into obscurity over
Une
the
nouvelle
last
map. Oh, let's go.
of an eye for a long-life species. And now, as the IPC's corporate interference encroaches
Du coup, ça veut dire des nouveaux coffres aussi.
the people sense danger and are striving to breathe new life into old trades.
Là, je vais la... J'ai pas envie de dire que je vais la speedrun, mais je vais faire vite, quoi, pour avoir tous les coffres. Oula.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
Well, shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Aurum Alley district. By arranging cargo shipments and planning logistics routes, Trailblazers can accumulate funds. These funds can be used to progressively revamp the urban landscape of Aurum Alley, helping it return to its former glory.
Ok, donc en gros, genre c'est comme le truc du musée. Genre c'est comme le truc du musée, sauf que c'est dans une zone entière, quoi. Ouais, du coup, ça me ferait la E3 de Xuan, je crois. Let's go. Ah, mode permanent, d'accord.
What? That's something we haven't seen before?
Un phone wallpaper!
Are a new feature being added to version 1.3. Trailblazers can browse and replace their wallpapers using the in-game.
Ouais. Ça, j'aime bien.
Isn't it? All right, folks. It's time to talk about a
Oh, des vœux. Waouh, il nous donne des vœux directs, pardon.
I thought for a moment you might have accidentally left it out.
Ok.
How could I, your humble living servant, make you wait?
I mean, we're still waiting on those bubble teas, so I'm just saying.
In any case, the update fate is the collaborative effort of 4 genius minds. They call it Simulated Universe, the
Ce
Swarm
Swarm Disaster.
They completed
C'est fou à quel point c'est facile de prédire comment il va dire les choses.
purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The swarm
Ah.
disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do
Je
with.
sais même pas comment dire en français, un haillon.
What is that eon's name again? Tazy something?
Tazeroth, the eon of propagation.
That's the one.
Interesting.
Ok.
What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you.
Donc en gros, ils font des recherches sur la chute sur un haillon qui est Secha ou quoi.
Caused a major swarm which spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it. This event involved more eons than any other recorded event in history,
Oh,
which
nice.
of course makes it an excellent research subject.
So that's how it is.
Donc ça va nous donner pas mal
In order
de...
to delve into this
Okay.
complicated history, Herta and her team have developed various new methods of exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster, the stage maps will appear in a format similar to a chessboard. Trailblazers will need to navigate through randomly generated domains and tackle a variety of challenges before making it to the deepest parts of the simulation.
I'm assuming these geniuses had more in mind than simply maneuvering around a grid.
Oh, j'aime bien.
In order to simulate the experiences of different
tu peux
pathfinders
choisir.
and
Oh.
resonate with the eons, a brilliant mind named Steven developed the audience die and commuting device.
Oh, ok, donc il va y avoir des dés...
Come on, Albert. That's not a nice
Des
thing to say to
dés.
the audience.
C'est tout ce que je sais, mais il va y en avoir.
Die as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts upon Pathstriders. Before progressing each turn, use the commuting device to roll the audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn.
Ok, donc en
These
tournant les
special
dés, t'as des
effects
effets
might provide
spéciaux.
our team with powerful buffs, or alter the chessboard in some way, or
Ah.
even create further variables for subsequent actions.
Ok, donc les dés, c'est vraiment genre ça change le jeu.
The true intent
Okay.
of the geniuses is to delve into the mysteries of the eons. Each exploration will encompass 3 planes corresponding to Imperator Insectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise. Trailblazers will encounter simulated historical events during these phases, and different
Okay.
responses will lead to different outcomes.
But do these simulations really recreate the truth?
The official response is that due to the many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data helps us infer the most probable truth.
And the unofficial response?
Madam Herta said, and I quote, "You can't prove that the past wasn't like this, can you?"
How
Ouais.
exceptional.
Oh, ils reprennent ce
Undeniably a
truc-là, du coup.
genius.
Madam Herta has also developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between trailblazers and their paths. As
Okay.
a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy, leading you closer to the eons.
Ok.
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance to interact directly with the corresponding eon, thereby uncovering your
Nice.
part in the swarm disaster.
Okay, so we've been hearing those words.
Ouais,
a lot, but none of this
faudra jouer
feels
pour mieux comprendre le
swarmish or
truc.
Disastery enough to
Mais
me.
ça a l'air pas mal en vrai.
Say no more. In
Voilà.
the final domain of the third plane of each exploration, trailblazers will encounter a brand new enemy, the swarm true sting. True stings have the ability to divide and create more swarms. If not dealt with promptly, the entire
Wow.
battlefield will eventually be overrun by the swarm. Sufficiently swarming? Suitably disastery?
Oh, ça va être
Yeah, well,
hardcore.
that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Finally, upon clearing Simulated Universe, the swarm disaster, the brand new path of propagation will be unlocked within the Simulated Universe.
Ah,
Hey, what a roller coaster. That's a big update, all right.
And
Ok, donc la propagation, ça va être une voie prenable dans l'univers simulé, ok. Oh, deux comme ça?
Those things are rarer
Waouh!
than rare. Are there
Ok, ça c'est pas mal
two up
du
for
tout.
Mm, you better believe it. And I highly encourage trailblazers to give it a go.
Ah bah oui, là on va
Next
give
up
it a go
is
de
the Space Station
Wow.
Task Force event. Revitalizing the space station is no small undertaking. If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special permissions. Watson has lined up all the assignments that require.
Et pour l'instant, on n'a pas la multi offerte.
Over to you, trailblazers.
Ça change.
During the event, by assembling a team that meets the requirements of specific assignments, you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar Jade and character experience materials.
Oui.
And as the message makes clear, there will be requests and assignments every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all.
Version 1.3 will also see the
Ok,
return
encore ça. En vrai, c'est bien que on ait ça à chaque match. Ok. Là, les calices en double, ok.
Of double rewards. At the same time, version 1.3 will unlock 2 new stagnant shadow stages.
Ok, deux nouveaux boss. Oh non!
Shape of abomination. The former will drop suppressing edict, ascension material required for Don Hung and Imbibitor Lunae. The latter will drop nail of the ape, ascension material required for Xuan.
Non, il y a King Kong là. Il y aura King Kong. Et King Kong, il est hardcore à faire.
System updates are just as momentous. First off, after the version 1.3 update, the Trailblaze power cap will be raised from 180 to 240.
Ok, ça c'est pas mal.
Exactly the amount that regenerates in a day. Once Trailblaze power maxes out, a percentage of the surplus is converted into reserved Trailblaze power.
So in other words, if you forget to log on, you won't have wasted much Trailblaze power.
Ça c'est bien.
Here's something else. The 1.3 update will also bring changes to the friends and chat systems, which includes
friends
being
and
able
chat.
to sort your friends. And Trailblazers not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable them in settings. Icing on the cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Tu peux envoyer les emojis enfin. Bon, c'est pas comme si je parlais beaucoup avec des copains, mais et on peut utiliser les copains.
Of course. We
Oh, des
have
emojis.
the crowd favorite, Gift of Odyssey Chicken Reward.
Oui, la multi offerte.
It might just be your lucky break.
Ça change jamais et ça me plaît énormément.
Last but not least, Honkai Star Rail will also be a part of this year's Gamescom.
Ok, ils sont là à une convention.
Surprising updates await us. Watch this space Trailblazers.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, j'adore le style de Trailblazer là. Mais même Bailo. Ah, le dernier code, ok.
All good things must come to an end, and so must today's special program. We've covered quite a bit about the 1.3 update. Any thoughts or feelings from our guests?
Ok, donc là...
Man,
Ouais, donc là,
so
gros,
much
c'est la
to choose
fin.
from,
Ils
but
disent...
for me, it's gotta be the
Je me
characters.
demande à
Don
quoi
Juan, Imbibitor
j'ai hâte
Lunae,
le plus
Xuan, and
pour la
Lynx
match.
are all special in their own way. I just hope I get lucky with the warps.
And as for me,
Perso, je
I'm super
pense quand même
excited about
invoquer
the
vite fait
simulated
sur
universe
Xuan juste
update.
pour avoir Lynx en
The
fait.
new gameplay and story aspects sound brilliant.
Yeah. Well, since you guys covered the obvious, I'll go for something a little different. I feel like this version's quality of life enhancements are really good. I love the Trailblaze power cap increase and the
Ouais.
reserve Trailblaze power feature.
Ouais, les deux là c'est incroyable.
Big difference to the
Genre
experience.
le fait d'avoir...
Totally.
Genre déjà on passe de 180 à 240 résines, c'est incroyable. Et le fait d'avoir genre de la résine en réserve quand t'as tout, quand tu t'es pas connecté et t'es déjà du coup à 240, c'est génial.
May our paths cross again soon.
Bye guys.
Catch you later.
Goodbye. Bubble tea, yes. Ouais, hop, fini. Du coup, sur ce, Merci à vous d'avoir regardé cette vidéo jusqu'au bout. N'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, partager, bref, vous connaissez la chanson. Les codes de Jade Stellaire sont en description aussi, tout comme les liens vers mes réseaux, donc n'hésitez pas à venir me suivre notamment sur Instagram, c'est là où du coup je vous tiens au courant de un peu tout. Et puis sur ce, ciao YouTube!